Hello and welcome. How shall I learn spoken English? This is the common refrain. This is the catchphrase. Some say that I have been listening to many videos on the net. I understand what people say in English, but I get puzzled and confused when I myself try to say something in English. What to do? What should I do? This is the common query. Spoken English, as the name implies, refers to our ability to speak in English. And the more you speak in English, the more your ability would be to speak more. In other words, only through speaking one can embrace the power of speaking. One can increase the speaking skill. Whom should I speak to or try to speak to in English? This is something to worry about, as we do not in general find anybody with whom we can practice conversation in English. It is neither possible to speak in English with the family members, nor is it possible to speak with friends in English for obvious reasons. So, what to do? Will you just go on listening to videos and see movies? Those are definitely good ways to spend time, but we should realize at the same time that it would not carry you too far. I have one way for you. Pick up 3 news from the newspaper. It doesn't matter if the newspaper is in your mother tongue. Now, what should you do with the news? Expand, analyze the news. Put your ideas into it. You can do this first in your mother tongue and then try to say it in English. But better if the entire thing is done in English. There is no doubt you'd stumble, you'd get stuck. And after getting stuck, if you stop there, your life stops there too. You can't go too far. To the contrary, if you really aim to speak in English fluently one day, then that failure should ignite you. Identify why you couldn't proceed further. In fact, what I am trying to drive home is that you have to play with the news, play with the language. Let me help you in this regard. Let me pick up 3 news for you, that is 3 simple lines. Now you try to interpret them as you wish. The only condition is that whatever you do, you have to do in English. If you get jammed, if you get stuck, never mind, don't bother. Take help from this video. See how I interpret the news. So come on, let's go. First news headline I have sorted out for you is, look at the screen. 5 fishermen missing in sea, 13 rescued. Let's expand and interpret. The news refers to fishermen. Fishermen earn their livelihood by fishing and go out into the deep sea for fishing each day at dawn. They move in boats, fishing vessels, trawlers. They are super efficient in the sea. The news gives a hint. There must have been a terrible storm, and the fishermen who went deep into the sea could not cope with the severity of the storm and the enormous turbulence of the sea. And as a result, some of their trawlers capsized, that is, overturned. They were in deep trouble, and rescue operations were conducted to save them, bring them out of danger. Most of the fishermen have come back to their homes. 13 fishermen who were struggling in mid-sea were rescued. The bad news is that we still have no news about 5 fishermen. Let us hope Let's pray they would return soon by the grace of God. The second news headline that I have picked for you is the following. You can see it on the screen. Civic body braces to curb dengue spike. You know what dengue is? There is a variety of mosquito that can carry a virus called dengue. And when such mosquitoes bite us, and you know female mosquitoes are fond of us humans, the dengue virus in the process may get transmitted into our blood, and we then have the viral disease called dengue fever. As the news indicates, there has been spurt in dengue cases, that is, sudden increase in the number of complaints of dengue fever has been reported. Many are testing positive. Such sudden enormous increase in the number of dengue cases has been referred to as spike. And to curb the spread of dengue, that is to prevent dengue from spreading further and to build or boost confidence amongst the general public, the residents, civic body, that is the government, is planning to take several measures, different steps. Here the word brace means preparing or getting ready. Now the last one, the third news headline chosen. Judiciary to get a state building. How can you expand the news? State building refers to a building that belongs to the state government. It is to be handed over to the judiciary. Why? We can guess, we can make a guess. So long function of the judiciary was being performed or monitored from some small building, and the space there must have been inadequate. They need more space to function properly and smoothly. With this in mind, people in the judiciary must have applied to the state government for arranging for them a proper building. Obviously, they must have asked for or requested a spacious building, and the state government finally granted them, and that is a very good news, not only for those involved with the day-to-day functioning of the judiciary, but also the common man. Now they won't have to huddle together or jostle for space. I have completed my task. Try to make proper extension of the news. Give it wings. Give it wings. Say things in your own words that may not be even in the news. No problem, because news is not important to us here. The language is the only important thing to us, or put properly, your ability to play with the language sitting upon the news is only important, is only what is important to us. Have a good day. Thank you. Goodbye.